Well, hello everybody. Today we're going to be talking Chanel, and I just heard from one of my wonderful viewers that somebody might be leaving Chanel. Virginie? Oh my god. I got my tea ready. Are we ready to spill the tea? Are we ready to put on our shade reading glasses? Our little Chanel moment here. Subscribe to my channel first. Push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member today. Gain access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon. Super Dick all spelled together there for extra perks as well. This video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. And this is where my co-chatters, I live stream every Saturday. And you're all welcome to join. This is where my co-chatters just told me about this breaking news. I'm shooketh. Where, let me scroll up to see where it was. Albert G says, or said just a couple of minutes ago, before we started shooting this video, hold on, let me sip my tea. Girl, the shade. Okay. Albert G says, wait, so can we talk about the rumors going around about Virginie's departure? To which point I was like, okay, hold it. Virginie Viard leaving Chanel. Let me just clutch everything. I just shot a video with this little baby here. Let me just clutch my bag in its box. Let me clutch my sunglass pouch. Let me clutch my makeup, my glass. Let me clutch my 255 chain, my Chanel ear. Let me clutch everything I got, okay? Because this yeah guys. And then Jesus said Virginie is going to Zara. Of course, he threw the shade like nobody's business, which only Jesus can do. But then Albert G continued by saying Nicolas Ghesquière is being considered for the role or the position. Now, you guys. Nicolas Ghesquière at Chanel. Clutch, yo, clutch, says Ollie. I know, right? It was obvious she wouldn't last forever. But I was just saying in another video, like, her pret-a-porter is selling. Chanel's clothes are selling under her. Like, they're doing well. Why would she leave? I'm shook. Thank you, Fotini. The glasses are great with the necklace. Guys, I'm still coughing a little bit because I'm recuperating from, the candy cane virus, I call it. So bear with me if I cough. My apologies. Listen, I was just analyzing the Fall/Winter 22 fashion show, and when Virginie Viard stepped out at the end, she's definitely not aggressive enough. She kind of, every time she steps out on the runway at the end of a catwalk, she kind of is like so shy. She like steps out like, oh, I'm so sorry to disturb you guys. Okay, I'm going. And that's not the attitude that's going to keep you afloat at Chanel. And I just said this in the other video, reviewing the Fall/Winter 22 fashion show. I said, this is going to be ultimately her downfall. She's not aggressive enough in public because Chanel needs a mofo. Chanel needs a slightly type of a douche. Carl, people loved Carl. Yeah. But he was douchey. Like, he was like, well, I don't care, whatever. He's like, oh, it's about me, And that whole attitude made people flock to him like moths to a flame. And she's not like that at all. She wants to be invisible. And Chanel needs visible, not invisible. Interesting. She got bored of doing the same thing over and over again, Jesus says. Oh my God. Jesus is, like the fountain of youth. He's the fountain of shade. Someone that really wants it can definitely push her away from her position because she's not aggressive enough to keep her position. She doesn't have that, because the fashion world is ruthless. It feels like she would step away and let whoever wants to come. It feels like almost whenever I see her, it really feels like she would just step away and let anybody else who wants to take over. And she would just let them step in. At the end of the day, she was under Carl for 30 years. So maybe she needs somebody to guide her. Not saying she didn't do a good job. I mean, I loved some of her clothes. I really did, to a point where I started buying her clothes for Chanel because I think some of it is really cool. But Interesting. Uh, Albert says, well, with the price increase, allegedly, Chanel feels like they need to pull away from the logo crazed ready to wear. Well, what do you mean by that? I mean, because if I mean I've always said, I'm not a big fan of their logo. That's why I love the 255 bag and their chain, no logo. Costume jewelry from Chanel like this, where the logo is like literally invisible. It's like tiny, tiny there. I prefer. She has spoken, and then like look at that double C popping like it's nobody's business. But I don't think that the price increases are connected to detaching the logo. I completely agree that they should not logofy everything like crazy, and I do believe that she's putting logos on things because they're telling her to. Uh, However, haute couture Chanel never has logos anywhere. So, well, they did make those sunglasses last summer that did have the logo, but those were not haute couture, but they were worn on the haute couture runway. Pop Zoltan says she acts like that coworker who holds your place till you come back from the lunch break or something. Yeah, yeah, she always feels like she's in the wrong place. Richard says, I personally have hated Nicolas at Louis Vuitton. It wasn't a good match. As soon as Lagerfeld died, I said Guesquier would be a good replacement at Chanel, but I am sick of him now. His design at Louis Vuitton has been lazy. I loved what Guesquier did for Balenciaga when he was there decades ago. How time flies. But I'm I'm thinking, no, I don't see Nicolas Ghesquier at Chanel. But Albert, are these like just? I know you said they're rumors, but like, where did you get this intel from? Fotini says, I like that she's not a snob. I love that too, Fotini. I like that she's down to earth. She's a mama. She has a kid or two kids or one kid. I know she has a son. And she's kind of chill and she knows her stuff. I mean, she used to style, theater and movies. Um, she knows how to make clothes. Listen, and this, once I knew this about her, once I found out that Virginie actually comes from a costume department for movie, for film and theater, then I understood her role at Chanel as an artistic director. Why am I saying this? Because you might say, oh, it's not so flashy what she does. It's not like Carl was so flashy. Carl was very theatrical, but she's a costume. Listen, for movies, don't confuse the stars walking the red carpet to promote the premiere of the movie. Then they're all dressed up like crazy costumey. Forget about that and think about how they are dressed in the movie. The costumes that are very cleverly chosen for the movie are always chosen so that they never overshadow the character that is wearing them. Unless it's not some crazy ass movie, and this is what Virginie is doing. Once you understand where she's coming from, she makes clothes that never overpower the wearer. Almost never. Except for those that are over the top branded. And this is not easy to do, you guys. You need a personality and a psychology that she has in order to allow your ego to step aside and create clothes for others. And this is why I respect her so much, because she doesn't put herself first, she puts the wearer first. And she envisions clothes that person will wear, that, meaning those clothes, that will not overpower the wearer. And that's fantastic. And it's something you learn once you've done costume for film and theater. Um, it's not easy to do, and especially a lot of male designers, they have a tendency of pushing the opulence. Carl completely, he was so decadent. and it's very flamboyant and it's really great for some things, but then sometimes it's not. She really created wearable pieces that make sense from a practical standpoint. Carl didn't care about the wearer. Carl cared about his vision of the clothes. And the wearer can suck it. The wearer, either you're strong enough to pull it off, or you end up looking like a baboon because the clothes end up wearing you. And with a lot of Carl's pieces, that was the case. There was a bunch of Oompa Loompas looking like fools wearing Carl's Chanel creations. But almost nobody ever looked a fool wearing Virginie's creations for Chanel. And that's something I respect. She knows how to tone it down. Eren says, don't go, Virginie, I could cry now. Just saying, of course we're used to, you guys, we're used to seeing in fashion these flamboyant scenes, the crazy ass collections, and stuff is cut in incredible ways, and the fashion show is flashy and everything is over the top and everything is yes darling, blah 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 blah. But in reality, it takes way more strength and also self-confidence to do what Virginie's doing and just chill and create something comfortable for the client. I respect that. Bottom line. They want to change their type of client, says Albert, if you know what I mean. Moving in the way of Hermès. Yeah, but I think Virginie is great for that, Albert. I don't think Ghesquière would be that type of designer. I think Virginie, if they allow her to take away the logos, she already doesn't do logos for haute couture, so she knows how to do logo less. Fotini says, she belongs to Chanel. Debbie says, who was before Carl? I don't remember, and she won't be either, probably. I know who was before Carl. It was Philippe Guy Bourget. Daniela says, she seems like a sensitive artist type. I like her, but maybe she will have a difficult time. Suzy Q says, Louis Vuitton is lazy. All they're doing is adding a canvas strap with all of their bags. Truly boring. Suzy Q, I always say, it's not fashion. Louis Vuitton is not fashion. Louis Vuitton is luxury travel goods and small leather goods and travel bags, and I love them for that, and I'm going to keep buying them to my dying day for that, but I'm not going to buy their fashion. I don't care about their fashion. Xeni Eyas says, who makes these decisions? Why does Chanel want to be an Hermes clone? I don't know. Listen, Bruno Pavlovsky just gave an interview in WWD magazine the other day saying that Chanel is not trying to imitate Hermes, that Chanel is not trying to run after Hermes. They're very different, and their styles and bags are worn in a very different way from each other. And I'm like, interesting that he's pushing that point so much, and yet they're running after Hermes prices all the time. And now, if it's true, these allegations that Chanel is trying to be more Hermes type, well, then they got another thing coming, because Chanel is not Hermes. Thank God for that. But there's a playfulness about Chanel that Hermes doesn't really have. And if Chanel were to lose that playfulness, well, then it's doomed, I think. Fotini says, my worst nightmare is someone like Maria Grazia Chiuri, who's not going to respect house's history. Oh my God, could you imagine if they bring Maria Grazia Chiuri to design for Chanel? I would officially stop buying Chanel. And now if Chanel people are listening to me, they're going to be like, oh, finally we got rid of him. Maria Grazia Chiuri, could you come and start designing for Chanel? Oh, listen, babies. Yeah, I'm going to stop buying Chanel if Maria Grazia Chiuri takes over. But I sure as hell ain't going to stop making videos about it. So think twice before you hire her. Richard says, yes, Balenciaga was his prime of Ghesquière. No good at Chanel. Give him his own brand and get him out of Louis Vuitton. Albert says, rumblings of the industry. They even were considering Maria Grazia Chiuri for the role. Oh, for crying out loud, Albert. No. No, we're done. If Maria Grazia Chiuri starts designing for Chanel, no, come on, no. The travesty. The travesty. Smurfette says Chanel in its DNA is not flashy. I agree. Debbie says Marc Jacobs for Chanel. I would love that. I actually would really love that. Marc would be great. I miss him at Louis Vuitton, says Richard. Jacob for Chanel, says PCF77. I would immediately answer that phone call. Let me tell you, in a heartbeat, or as Carrie Bradshaw would say, in a New York minute. You know, it would be that, like from TV shows and movies when somebody really wants something and then somebody else is asking them like, so I have a question. Yes. Chanel calls like, Deco, yes. No, we would like to ask you, yes. No, but do you want, yes, I do. But you don't know the question. Yes, I do. I do. Yes, I say yes. but do you want, yes. But you don't know, yes. So that would be me. Kevin says Kristen Stewart must be relieved. Why? But it's not like Virginie's new to the house. She's worked alongside with Carl for decades. It's true. Fotini says the only one that I accept instead of her is Jacob. Thank you so much, Fotini. Yes. And yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the Chanel lady I was asking about 1975 says she likes Hermes Vivietti very much, which I had been using for quite a while. Hermes is far ahead most other brands in hunger marketing. And I was just observing MS the other day, their website, and I was like, look at these mofos. I mean, we already know their strategies and their stupid little games, but it just irritates me. It just makes me not want to buy anything from them anymore. Like, the website where you can order bags from, right? There's a plethora of those ugly ass bags that nobody wants, and they keep making those and making them available for everyone. Also for, $8, $9, $10, $11, $12,000, just like a Kelly and a Birkin, but they don't put the Kelly and the Birkin on the website. They have those other ugly ass bags that nobody wants. Then they also have a section on their website, if you see, like custom made to order, and then they have those ugly ass Apple bags and shit like that, and I'm like, oh, so you're literally telling us that we can call you up and say, I have a dream and I have the wallet to go with the dream. Make me this ugly ass apple that opens up in half and, call it a dare. So if they can do that, why not call them and say, hey, I got this dream and a wallet to go with it. Just make me a Birkin. Thank you. And the fact that they actually, play the game of not being available with the Birkins and the Kellys, but having all those other bags means that they also have the Birkins and the Kellys. They just don't want you to know that they have them. They don't want everybody to be able to get them. Not because of their price, because those ugly ass bags that nobody wants cost the same as a Birkin and a Kelly. And yet they're available on their website, while the Kelly and the Birkin are not. And so these games, vile. I don't like it. It turns me off. It turns me off. It ticks me off. I don't want to have anything to do with them because of that. So, no. Hermes and I are not friends. Sorry. Not sorry. Trish says Hermes is boring. Yeah. Well, there you have it. Jacob, make sure they pay you to whack first. I mean, we could talk about the salary, but first and foremost, hey Jacob, it's Chanel. Yes. Then, Richard says, well, at least they have a website that sells bags unlike Chanel. I love the fact that Chanel doesn't sell their bags online. I think it's so chic. Tyler says, it's funny how Birkins are so elusive, but I somehow see people with them everywhere. Meanwhile, I haven't seen someone carrying a Chanel Minaudière in years. Well, that's because a Chanel Minaudière now costs like 2 Birkins. I believe each item on the Hermes website is photographed individually. That's the exact item you will receive, which is weird as hell these days. No, that's not true, sweet things. No. Because if you go to their website and you check the Petit H section of the website, they tell you, okay, you want to order this piece. It's a surprise which color you're going to get, because there's like 10 different options and we're going to decide for you. Not only are you spending a leg and a kidney, but you can't choose which color you want either. So no, the photos that they photograph, they're not the exact product you're going to get. And I oops says Richard, right? I believe each. Oh, sorry, no. Heidi says the arrogance of making customers buy a certain amount before offers is ridiculous. Totally. But anyway, let's rein it back to Virginie Via. I am shooketh. What do you guys think? If anybody has any intel on whether or not Virginie is really leaving Chanel or is being sent away, like, let a girl know. Drop some intel. I mean, either down below or DMs or something. I mean, come on. What do we gotta do? We were starving for the tea, Dolly. We're begging for it. Look, I got only a couple of drops of tea left in my M&M mug that says everything is under control. Chanel has it under control. Mm. We're begging for it. Send us some intel, you guys. Total abuse cycle with customers in Dermed. There you go. Leg in a kidney. I can't afford to lose my one and only kidney. There you go, my CC88. Don't lose your last kidney for a Birkin. Um, there you go. Richard says the fact that Hermes never has anything anybody wants to buy does annoy me though. Although, don't get me started with Chanel. I've never had problems getting from Chanel what I wanted. I mean, you just gotta commit to it and be patient. But you know, PJD says I wish Virginie would walk up, out, chin up, and unapologetic. Would totally change the perception of the collection. Exactly. Va 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 voom cups rocket dingo says Hui Cheng. Cheers, sweetie. And on that note, drop a girl some intel down below. Thumb up the video and send us DMs about this Virginie leaving allegations. Chanel bags online would be a nightmare. The quality control. Yeah, Debbie, I totally agree with you. Oh, this was juicy. Until next time, never forget to never give up on love. Love you loads. Bye.